Let's see. This will come off. That's it. Snorkel's off the truck. What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name's Chris. Right behind me, this is the Fortune Taco, and today we're gonna be taking a couple things off the truck. Don't be alarmed by the intro you saw. Taking the snorkel off the truck, it's only temporary. So I have this massive crack across my windshield. I got hit by a rock on the highway. Happens pretty often here in Arizona. I've actually had this windshield, I think, for about 2 or 3 years, which is impressive for Arizona, honestly. But I got hit with a rock, sent a crack all the way across my windshield, so I need to get a new windshield put in. The last time I put a windshield on the Fortune Taco, it was requested of me from the windshield company to remove some of the accessories that are around the windshield, making it easier for the installer. Now, this might just depend on the windshield company you have doing your vehicle, but since the last time I had this done, they requested I take some of this stuff off, make the job of the installer much easier, because if they're happy, hopefully they do a better job on my truck. I don't want the windshield to get messed up. I'm gonna be taking the ditch lights off. As you saw in the intro, we're gonna be taking that snorkel off just to free up some of the workspace around here. So tomorrow, when we get the new windshield put in, like I mentioned already, the installer will be hopefully happy that I did some prep work for them. If you saw the video where I installed these ditch lights, I don't remember how much in detail I went with it, but when I did the wiring on here, I ended up wiring up the harness that comes off the ditch light to the main harness with some of these Wago quick disconnects. The cool part about that, I can just easily unclip these, pull this off, and that'll help removing these ditch lights be a lot easier. Now, I was planning for the future. For some reason, I had to pull these things off. I wouldn't have to cut wires or anything. I didn't think it would happen this soon because I just put these lights on maybe a month or 2 ago. But these quick disconnects, I'm sure I'm gonna be very happy that I did this for this exact reason right here. Flip up the switch on these Wagos and the wire just slides right out. It's a very, very simple solution, so you don't have to cut or rewire anything. And then I should be able to pull the wire loom from this ditch light up and out. And that'll make pulling this ditch light off that much easier. Bingo, bango. Super simple, getting those ditch lights off the truck. Now that we have the ditch lights off the truck, next thing to get off is the snorkel. When I used to have the version 1 roof rack from Prinsu, combined with my snorkel, for that install, I actually drilled holes into my Prinsu and attached it directly to the roof rack. When I put on the new Prinsu Pro, I didn't want to drill into it. I wanted to come up with a cleaner look. So I've been doing some R&D on my own, designing and making my own custom bracket. I'm going to be putting on the new bracket. I'm going to go over that and show you guys when we do the install of putting everything back together. I'm going to have the top portion off. It's free from the roof rack now. Now we just need to take out the couple bolts that are connecting it to the fender so we can get the snorkel pulled off the truck. Now let's see. This will come off. That's it. Snorkel's off the truck. Now the truck looks so naked without a snorkel on it. And I have this massive gaping hole in my fender. It looks terrible. We're gonna wait till tomorrow so we can get this windshield replaced on the truck. One last thing I might take off, I'll probably just wait till tomorrow, taking off the wind fairing, just to give them a little more work room up here in the top for when they have to try and cut out the glue. I'm sure that will be in the way, so I'll probably take off the wind fairing tomorrow, but at least the other stuff that's a little more time consuming is done, it's prepped, good to go. So it's the next day, and just like I mentioned, I went ahead and got that wind fairing of the Prinsu Roof Rack removed just to make the job a little bit easier for the installer. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, but I'm just waiting for them to show up. As soon as they get here, we're gonna get that new windshield installed here on the truck. Perfect Touch Auto Glass is the company that's replacing the windshield on my truck. For anybody that lives in Arizona, this is an auto glass company that is based out of the East Valley, but I'm pretty sure they do windshield replacement, auto glass replacement all across the valley here in Metro Phoenix. I actually used to work in the auto glass industry many years ago, and that's actually how I met Eli, the owner of Perfect Touch Auto Glass. He sent out one of his texts today. Steven is the installer replacing the windshield here on my Tacoma. Thank you, Steven, for doing an awesome job. Thank you for getting the windshield replaced on the Tacoma. And also, Eli, I appreciate you for getting this taken care of and getting a new windshield here put in my Tacoma. If you live here in Arizona and you need any type of auto glass, make sure to reach out to Perfect Touch Auto Glass. They will get you taken care of just like they took care of the Fortune Taco today. And he actually ended up using this pretty cool tool. I know I've heard of them before, I've never seen them used. But he used these suction cups that were placed on my driver's side window. And then it kind of is on this like slide arm that he uses to actually install the windshield in the truck. That was pretty cool to see. I've never actually seen anybody use something like that to do an install on a windshield. We are back at my house. And it is now day 3 overall for this video. The weather is much nicer today. It's cloudy, it is a little humid, but we got the windshield done. I'm sure this thing is nice and dry by now. It's literally been 24 hours. The most satisfying part of getting a new windshield, I'd say, is peeling off the tape. If you disagree or agree, drop a comment down below, let me know. I love peeling the tape off. It's just satisfying. It's time to put everything back. We need to get the wind fairing put back on. We need to put the snorkel back on the truck. As you know, I'm not gonna be dealing without that thing. I freaking love this snorkel. And then we need to put the ditch lights back on, and this job will finally be complete. Need to get the snorkel back on. I already pulled out the fender liner here. Pop it back on. Need to connect the hose in the fender. As far as what we're gonna do to actually attach this to the Prinsu, I went and made my own custom bracket. I started playing around on a website called Onshape, where you can make your own custom CAD designs, and then using Send Cut Send, they take 3D CAD models, print it out, they do bending, they do drilling, all this kind of stuff. So I designed this bracket myself on CAD, and then had Send Cut Send manufacture this and shipped it directly to my door. I'm gonna get this thing mounted up, get the snorkel attached so we can secure the head of the snorkel to the roof rack. Now it's a little hard to see the little fortune cookie cutout. I'm thinking about putting some vinyl between the roof rack and this mount, and it's gonna be like a fortune cookie color. I'm very happy with this bracket. Pretty pleased with those CAD design skills and using Send Cut Send to make this custom bracket. The last thing I need to do is put those ditch lights back on. And there it is, all put back together. Brand new windshield, looking crisp and clean. Ditch lights back on, snorkel back on with that new custom bracket. Once again, I want to give a shout out to Perfect Touch Auto Glass. If you're located in Arizona and you need a new windshield or any type of auto glass put on your vehicle, reach out to Perfect Touch Auto Glass. I'll leave their website down below. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button. It helps the video be more successful to get seen by people just like yourself. If you have any questions about today's video or just anything for myself or the Fortune Taco in general, drop a comment down below. I try my best to reply to every comment that's left on my videos. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, or maybe you've seen a couple before but you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You'll be able to see anytime I release future content right here on the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on my next video.